Om Namo Narayana, Jai Swami Narayan. Welcome back to my, as always, poorly lit, somewhat yellow, dishes are out kitchen. Very tiny kitchen. But we're just here reading the Ramayana. Today, we're reading chapters 94 and 95 of the Ramayana. Chapter 94 is called Rama Shows Scenes of Chithrakuta to Sita. After that, Rama, who resembled the Devas and who loved the forest and mountains, having lived in that mountain for a long time, with a desire to make Sita happy as well as to please himself, started showing the wonderful Chithrakuta mountains to her like Indra did to Sakshi Devi. "O auspicious Sita, when I see those pretty mountains, being banished from the kingdom or separation from friends does not pain my mind. You may please see this mountain, which has large flocks of birds and different kinds, and its peaks with minerals standing as if they were piercing the sky. Decorated by minerals, the king of the mountains has some parts shining like silver, some areas with blood-red color, some sparkle with the luster of gems, some shine like the flower of Ketaka plants, and some areas are shining like mercury. This mountain, which is blessed with several types of birds, has also many types of animals like tigers, panthers, and bears, which have given up their cruel nature. This mountain is covered with several kinds of flowering trees and fruit trees, shady and enchanting, mango, rose apples, asanas, lodharas, priyalas, jackfruit trees, davas, and kolas, lovely tinisas, belva trees, tinduka and bamboo, kashmaya, arishta, varana, madhukas, tilaka trees, badari, and myro balan trees, plus nipa trees, cane, dadvas, and pomegranate trees, and this mountain looks splendid with all of them. O pleasant lady, see the very deer kinaras in pairs on these mountain plateaus which cause thrill to those who see them. Please see the pretty sporting retreats of Vidyadhara women whose swords and best garments are hanging on trees. This mountain also has streams running here and there, and water springs sprouting from the earth, and they are shining. The breeze from the caves is carrying the fragrance which is produced by the many types of flowers which easily satisfy the smell. Who will not be pleased by that? Oh, my dearest flawless one, even if I am to live many autumns here with you and Lakshmana, I will not be sad. O lovely one, I am enchanted by these peaks on the mountain, crowded with several flowers and fruits, as well as flocked by different types of birds. By living in this forest, there are two advantages: discharge of the debt of Dharma, of my father, and giving happiness to Bharata. O Sita, are you enjoying seeing various objects along with me in this mountain, which gives happiness to the mind and body? My great-grandfathers of olden times, who are no more, and who were royal sages, used to say that for a king living in the forest, it is as tasty as nectar. Hundreds of very huge rocks of these mountains are shining in blue, black, yellow, white, and red colors. Thousands of herbs of this king of the mountains shine in the night with their own luster and look like the flames of fire. O pretty one, some parts of the mountain look like dwellings, some parts look like pretty gardens, and some parts look like a single rock. This mountain appears as if it has arisen up by splitting the earth, and its shining peaks look auspicious from all directions. See those couches for lovers made by the accumulation of kushta, shatkara, burga, and panaga leaves, over which lotus petals are spread. See those lotus garlands, worn, crushed, and cast aside by lovers, and many fruits eaten by them, and laying there. With its abundance of roots, flowers, and water, this mountain resembles Vasakusara, the capital of Kubera, Nalini, the garden of Kubera, and the land of Uttarakuru. Oh, lady, this time when I am able to wander along with you and Lakshmana and following the path of virtuous men, it increases the dharma towards my clan, and I shall obtain great pleasure of entertainment. Chapter 95 is called Mandakini River. Afterwards, getting down from the mountain, Rama showed Sita the charming, auspicious water of the Mandakini River. The lotus-eyed Rama told the broad-hipped daughter of King Vaideha, who had a pretty full moon-like face, "Look at this Mandakini River, with the very type of sandbanks, lotus flowers, and see the geese and swans swimming in it. See this sparkling river, with its trees laden with fruits and flowers growing everywhere on its banks, resembling the lake Nalini of the King of Kings. Just now the water has been drunk by herds of deer, descending into the river through their landing places and making it turbid, and this gives me great pleasure to see. My darling, the sages adorned with matted locks, wearing skin and bark as upper cloth, are immersing in the river at the appointed time. O broad-eyed one, some other sages with rigid austerities are worshipping the sun god, lifting their arms. With all the tree tops swaying in the wind and shedding their leaves and flowers, the entire mountain seems to be dancing. At some places the water of the river is clear as a crystal, and other places it is shining sand dunes, and other places are crowded with sages. See the heaps of flowers fallen from the trees, shaken by the wind, and other large masses of flowers floating in the middle of the river. O lady who does good, O sweet-voiced one, the Chakravaka birds are cooing in sweet voice, and are alighting on the heaps of flowers. O lovely one, viewing the river and the mountain, your presence, I consider, is more pleasant than living in Ayodhya. The Siddhas, endowed with penance, self-restraint, and peace, are completely washed out of all their sins by taking a bath in this agitated water. You may enter its waters with me. O pretty Sita, you may enter the river with its red lotuses and white lotuses submerged in it. O lady, imagine always these wild animals that are its citizens. Chithrakuta as Ayodhya, and this river as the Sarayu River. The soul of Dharma, Lakshmana, obeys all my wishes, and you also favor all my wishes, causing a lot of pleasure to me. Bathing thrice at the time of ritual prayers, partaking honey, fruits as well as roots in your company, I do not wish for Ayodhya or the kingdom. This pretty river is blessed with lots of deer. Elephants, lions, and monkeys come to drink in it. It is decorated with plants in full bloom. There does not exist any other place which removes fatigue like this river. Like this, Rama, of the clan of the Raghu, talked of many aspects about this river in the company of his beloved, and they both wandered in the mountains. Thus ends chapter 95. And I want to point something out, which is kind of interesting. I probably have mentioned this before. So Rama is told to go away from the city. I kind of assumed, it's also been so long since I've read it, I've sort of forgotten, that he was to really go away from people. But clearly he says, and there are sages in the river now, and there'll be some sages in the river later, or maybe they're the same sages, but either way, they're not alone. And then he also points out these women with their swords up in the mountains. Maybe they're not women, maybe they're other beings like devas or whatever, but still, Rama isn't alone, and I thought that was part of the punishment. Maybe I have it wrong. Maybe he just had to go away from Ayodhya, away from the city, away from everything he knew and all the comforts he had. But if he's with people, there will be some comforts. It's not like they're going to let him starve to death or, oh, sorry, you didn't get any fish today. Well, I got plenty. Sorry, you're going to have to starve. I can't give you any. I mean, that's not going to happen. So, you know, he's, I don't know, whatever. Maybe I just forgot. We are fast. I was going to say slowly, but actually fast, nearing the end of book 2. It's only like 118 chapters. So we're almost at the end. And so it's been quite a journey. Thank you for joining me on it. And I'll catch you in the next video.